Hi, my name is Maranda. I am 24 years old, I'm 274 pounds, and I'm 5'6". Because I want my favorite pair of jeans to be a size 14 instead of the size 20 I've been trying to squeeze into.
So this is me getting ready after I've just gotten out of the shower. Since I'm fat, I have to take a shot. It's a Victoza shot. And I'm sick of taking this shot. So I take 1.8 milligrams. I have to stick it in to my stomach. Now I can't barely see my stomach because of my boobs. And go. Now when I first started doing this, I was petrified of putting the needle in my skin. Now, I mean, it's become my lifestyle.
My motivation to do The Biggest Loser is my mom. She had uterine cancer just over a year ago, and she lost about 50 pounds prior to and just right after the surgery. For her to go through something so traumatic and lose so much weight, it just shows that I can do that myself. And my mother will always be the person to tell me that I'm beautiful and that I just need to lose a couple pounds to be even more beautiful, and she just wants me to be happy. She's also the same person who will tell me that I'm not fat enough to be on The Biggest Loser.
I have a story about when I got my driver's license. I was a sophomore in high school, and I couldn't understand why when they said, okay, put your weight, your height, and stuff. I was so proud that I put my weight. I was like, oh yeah, I'm 205. Sophomore in high school, 16 years old. I turned 21. It comes time to get a big girl license, and the woman looks at my license and says, "Has anything changed?" And I said, "Nope, nothing has changed." Now at 21, I was probably about 50 pounds lighter than I am right now. Now, 274 pounds. When I look at my license and I say 205, I want to get down lower than 205. So when I go to get my next driver's license, I can say, oh yeah, I want to change something on there. I'm not 205, I'm actually 150.
One of the challenges I face every day is waking up in the morning. I suffered from depression. I would stay in bed all day long, 24 hours a day. If I could, I would stay in there every single day, but I couldn't. I wouldn't even go to work. I can't wait for my days off because I get to sleep in all day long. Sometimes it's just like my body just has done a marathon. I feel like I do an 8-hour marathon every day. One of the other challenges I face is at work, our break room is upstairs. We have 2 flights of stairs that you have to walk up on to get to the break room. Well, I sometimes will walk outside of our store, go up the escalator just so I don't have to take those stairs. Because I've taken them before, and no matter what the speed I go when I take those stairs, I am always out of breath. I feel like I've done like a marathon. Yeah, that too. I'm huffing and heaving, and I'm like I can't breathe sometimes. It sucks. I just want to be able to walk upstairs and not sound like I've smoked 9 packs of cigarettes.
I'm a student here at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois, currently studying psychology. I have a little less than a year left. I'm really excited to graduate, and hopefully it comes soon because I was scheduled to graduate this year. Unfortunately, a lot of setbacks, a lot of bad things happened in my life, and I needed to take off a quarter of school. I had some problems with some classes because of depression.
This is where I work, at the Apple Store in Orland Square. We're just closing up right now, so it's kind of loud and crazy, and they're doing some construction around the mall. But I love this place. I spend a lot of my time here.
I hope to get back into acting. I used to act in high school, and I absolutely loved it, and I did I think 1 or 2 shows out after high school, but I love to act. I love to perform. I love to get on stage and be so dramatic. When I'm at work, I'm always dancing and singing. Some of the stuff obviously I don't sing on key or the right words, but I just want to be able to, like, just jump around and act goofy and take that energy throughout the entire day with me. And I love it. My coworkers have learned to accept me for who I am. Thank you. But I would love my life to be a musical, seriously. If I could go around and sing about, my car doesn't work, my car doesn't work, it's broken. It would be so funny. I would love that. I want to just get my confidence back so I can get on stage and go to auditions. Oh, and if I lose weight, I'm gonna totally take a dancing class. Like, after I lose all the weight, I'm gonna maybe like do maybe a jazz class or a ballroom class. Like, I would just.
All bikes must be in racks. I want to be able to ride a bike to school. I just got up here. This is kind of a defeat for me. It's a little scary because I've gotten up here before, and it's a few feet. It's quite a few feet off the ground. And some people can just get up here really quickly. I definitely cannot. I opened one day, just be like, whoop, and not like have roots go everywhere, because that's what happens every time. So and the one time I was up here, and we were taking pictures in the back over here for the fraternity that I belong to, which is Alpha Phi Omega here at DePaul, and I almost came like tumbling down because A, I wasn't wearing the right shoes, and B, because I'm a little top heavy, if you know what I mean. And I was just like, okay, so get me off of here, and I jumped. Like, 2 guys had to help me because I was petrified of jumping off of this ledge. Hopefully one day I won't be like all over the place when I come up here.
Me not being obese. I remember there was a time that I wasn't always fat. I was a kid, and our school, I hated our school lunch so much. Sometimes they would have these little stands, like they would have nacho stands and ice cream stands. I would go to the nacho stand, and I'd get myself some nachos. I would eat that for lunch. No, it's not a good lunch. Not a good lunch at all. And sometimes I would take hot Cheetos, and I love hot Cheetos. I would take the nachos, the hot Cheetos, take one in the bag, and like dip them in the nacho cheese. So then I'd eat that for lunch, go home, Grandma would give me a couple bucks, I'd go down to the corner store, buy as many bags of hot Cheetos as I can get. Now, she would always say, oh, don't eat them all, Miranda, you don't want to get fat. And I'm like, okay, Grandma, you gave me the money. So I would still eat like 4 bags of chips a day after school. Here I am, still loving those Cheetos. In fact, I had them last week. I don't eat them every day. I had them last week, and one of my coworkers was like, I have to ask you a question. Like, what? He goes, what is wrong with your fingers? Because they were both, like, these fingers were both red, because when you go into the bag, you go, oh. And I said, Jeff, nothing is wrong with my fingers. He said, imagine, he's like, well, did you wash your hands? And I said, well, yeah. I was like, they just come off. He's like, imagine what your intestines look like and what those are doing to your intestines when you eat them. If it does that to your fingers, it discolors them and turns them red. And I'm like, I don't want to think about that.
The elevator is normally extremely long, and you have to wait probably about 5 minutes to get the elevator. And to be honest with you, that is exactly what I was doing. I was waiting 5 minutes, sometimes getting to class late. By all means, I would not take the stairs. And now I take them sometimes, but I mean, it's still extremely painful for me. I feel like I've just done a marathon. Yeah, so elevator it up. I always have to pee, and that has to do a lot with like my weight and stuff, and unfortunately, like, I am super conscious about going to places that don't have bathrooms, or I don't know if they have a bathroom, or if their bathroom's a little scuzzy. I'll make a nest on the seat like women do. True story.
There are some health problems that I've had to face because of my weight. 1, depression. 2, acid reflux. 3, I retain a lot of water. 4, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Don't got diabetes yet. Thank God.
I love pizza, and that's a problem.
I'm on the way to one of my favorite restaurants. Extra biscuit and a Coke Zero.
Just an extra biscuit with a Coke Zero?
Yep,
Anything else?
that'll be all.
17.
I absolutely love Popeyes. This is probably like one of my favorite restaurants because I love chicken.